Gold digger allegations, mediocre tequila, ski trip blow-ups, mob wives party meltdowns, secret recordings, and husbands almost coming to blows. This is not the sizzling drama I expected from the slow.
That ghetto shit gotta go.
Yeah.
This is not marriage to hip-hop.
I've just now caught up with binging season 5 of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Let me tell you something. The fans of the show weren't lying when they said this girl is out delivering top-tier reality television, because after Monica's controversial departure after season 4, many had been wondering if the amount of chaos and drama she had brought to the show would end up leaving behind a massive gap that would be difficult to fill. But while I do miss that girl, is simply based on how little sucking up she did to endear herself to the group, the new ensemble has really been clocking in. Let's clap for the girls. Amongst other ingredients that have elevated the show in the 5th season is the arrival of Bronwyn and Brittany, and dare I say, Bronwyn really just came in, clocked each of the OGs one by one, out-moneyed, outclassed, out-fashioned, out-shaded, and outperformed pretty much all the show's incumbent faves. With now 9 episodes in of this season, I dare say she came in and shifted the main dynamic in the group, shaking things up quite impressively while serving Beverly Hills level of wealth and opulence down there. I mean, the sign of the cameras rolling when after flying the cast out on the lavish Palm Springs trip with the stunning 170-carat diamond necklace that cost a whooping $4 million for an anniversary gift. Power move, if you ask me. But I mean, excluding Heather out of the trip and still having headline-grabbing getaway that will surely dominate questions at the reunion is also a power move, and one that came before she and Todd gave Lisa a warning to get her act together if she doesn't want to get kicked out of the trip for her juvenile antics. Like, yo, man, these girls are supposed to be the OGs and you are supposed to be the rookie. How are you already serving main character energy so soon? And that's how you let the girls know, and that's how you cause all that conversation. Because baby, you don't have what I have. And not only that, but her reads, quick, lethal, and icy as snow. A user noted on Twitter that yes, Bronwyn has her feet on this girl's necks, saying, I'm sorry, I love Bronwyn. She truly holds her own and is making the OGs look like imbeciles and broke. Not imbeciles, child. But there is something that has started creeping up in her storyline, and that is the dynamic between her and her super rich husband Todd. It was good and well when his appearances were minimal to none in the show, but since the Palm Springs trip, we've been getting glimpses of the marriage, and despite his massive wealth and their luxurious life, fans and Meredith have been a little taken aback by how seemingly there's a lot of tension in the marriage. I myself had already been shook from his stern, cold, and no-nonsense vibe in their interactions, and she herself did say, oh well, I'm lucky that Todd travels all the time. Cool, it's your anniversary. I had clocked how she doesn't really push back that much either when that happens. She just sort of goes along with it, saying, Todd and I definitely handle anger in our own way, or something to that effect. And that has created an impression that she is the much younger, beautiful wife whom he pampers but wants not a mouth from. A dynamic we've seen with Erica Jane and Tom Girardi on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Ashley and Michael on The Real Housewives of Potomac, starting with the age difference and going down the pipeline of wealth gaps and all of that. And in the latest episode, everyone gagged when Bronwyn fessed up to the nature of their relationship. When the group all ate dinner outside with the windy weather made things a little bit chilly, Bronwyn joked that it's miserable, but it's beautiful. It's an analogy for Todd and I's marriage. Shoo! Most at the table didn't laugh as Bronwyn tried to list all the reasons she adores Todd, but then joked that, and I quote, actually, there's only 2. Girl. As Todd took out his black card and showed the table. And the threat to kick out Lisa and her husband John seemed to have been his decision alone. While on the one hand, it was cute seeing him standing up for his wife and being protective against Lisa's never-ending yelling fest, there was something about the way he handled that too, saying that he wouldn't be putting up with that nonsense at all. I don't know. It gave the vibe that he was saying, the only reason I agreed to do all of this is to support you and your little project, but this is really ghetto and I am going to shut it down if you and your colleagues keep getting on my nerves. This viewer is with me in wondering how much of it Todd will be putting up with in the future, because he doesn't need the money. Bronwyn will be a one-season wonder. Her husband is going to increase her allowance and tell her that this show is not worth her time. Hashtag RHOSLC. And that would be so sad because she really is some star material, having made the splashiest entrance, coming out in that massive $15,000 red heart-shaped fur jacket by Saint Laurent, one of just 3 that is also owned by Rihanna and a museum. Bronwyn has really been giving us moment after moment, and since then, she set the most confessionals per episode out of all the housewives on the show, has driven most of the talking points and drama in the season, and she has now hosted the most luxurious trip for the world. girls. First chair, Andy. I want more, but I don't know. It might depend on how Todd feels about the final edit. Not Todd talking to Bronwyn like she's his child. He's basically told her to shut up. I'm embarrassed for her. Yeah, no, they definitely do have their own type of relationship, hey? Speaking of first chair, Lisa has been at the center of much of the chaos this season. She's been reporting to work and toiling for her coin, and she might not even be that pressed about their little Bravo check because lately she's been doubling down on her brand as the queen of luxury, making it known that she doesn't carry Coach and she doesn't fly Coach. Okay, girl. I don't know how she never gets a headache from her dramatic outbursts, never-ending fits of rage and emotional meltdowns. That said, a good villain is always good for a reality show, and Lisa Barlow is not afraid to fit the bill. And back in Palm Springs, Lisa is at war with the entire cast and all of their husbands, and she won't back down and watch herself being iced out in the same way Heather is slowly fizzling out. She'll continue to shout, and John will continue to back her up, as he should. He took the vows, and did, in a confessional the latest episode, saying, "It feels like it's non-stop. It's like Lisa breathes, Lisa did something wrong. Lisa sneezes, she did something wrong. What's next? Whose turn is it to yell at Lisa? Is this man gaslighting literally everyone? Comment down below, like and share this video, and subscribe to the channel. This season, the fallout between Whitney Rose and Lisa Barlow has hit a new low after Whitney alleged that Lisa planted a damaging rumor about her business. After hiring some kind of an investigator to get to the bottom of it, Whitney claims that she discovered Lisa had spread a story to an Instagram blogger accusing Whitney of sourcing products from Alibaba, a site known for inexpensive wholesale goods. This is a scandal for the rich girlies whose brands must reflect nothing short of luxury and quality. That whole thing escalated so quickly at Angie's Mob Wives themed anniversary, with Lisa calling her cybersecurity team right there from the table, requesting that they bring in local authorities to dispel the rumor that she'd made the underhanded move of DMing the accounts. That's after Whitney told Lisa that she had someone confirm Lisa was behind the implication that her jewelry line, Prism, wasn't as high-end as she claimed. Tempers flared, the husbands got involved, and soon Lisa, Whitney, John, and Justin were all raising their voices. That has kind of spilled over right into the Palm Springs girls trip, because she's been getting raked over the coals by the couples over the drama this season. It's also wild how the girls literally go all out beyond the show, because wasn't Monica also fired for her involvement with an Instagram account that she allegedly set up to troll her castmates? And now in the mid-season trailer, Meredith seemingly charges that, hey, she's been a target of secret recordings in this group. Woo! Lisa and Angie's fallout also sparked quite the drama this season. But in the latest episode, Angie's husband Sean described Lisa's tantrums towards Angie as borderline abusive. And that was another swipe at her character that really touched Lisa, who gave some sort of an apology during the confrontation. Now, we've obviously seen a lot around their fallout this season, but the girls are now revealing that there's a whole lot more than has been happening behind the scenes. Okay, Angie has been setting on business in her view that Lisa wants blind loyalty, and when she doesn't get it, she loses it. Lisa, on the other hand, feels that in Angie's attempts to address issues, Angie always gangs up on her with somebody else, in this case Whitney and Sean. We are halfway through the season now, and it seems Lisa has been having a lot to answer for in the group, and I don't know, I'm not getting the clarity around her alleged involvement in planting a damning story about Whitney's business as a means to undermine her credibility and potentially sink the entire enterprise in the process. Because if true, that's wild. Cybersecurity was called in by Lisa, and I'm still kind of waiting on those findings, girl. It's a pretty sick thing to be accused of, and does nothing for the perceptions that have been floated around about how you've been doing shady things beyond the show. We've already had the hot air mic drama, away from which you backpedaled. Too little fanfare. The ski trip blow up, the choir audition mess where you censored yourself and played victim when called out, and also the jewelry mix up with Meredith. I'd hate to think the pile-up of these offenses might leave you out in the snow, mama. But maybe not, because when it comes to the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, I'm not getting much moral high ground from the hands. They've now hit a devastating crossroads though, being that no one in the group seems to be the voice of reason. From the mid-season sneak peek, it's clear that Meredith is about to be front and center, which comes comes in the very same season she could not get the timelines and the receipts and the screenshots right about whether or not she brought the rumor that Angie's husband has a plethora of boyfriends neatly spread out around all over town. And when she avoided accountability for that by saying, oh no, I have a gay son and I'm an ally to the community, I would never. Now Sean went on a podcast, The Root of All Evil, and claimed Meredith shielded herself from a homophobic behavior by pointing to her own gay son. Maybe he has a point, and it's hard to argue Meredith was acting with love and respect by throwing out those allegations last year. Which brings the husbands getting involved in the feuds up one from Justin, John, Whitney and Lisa, now Angie, Meredith, Sean and Seth. Whew, what a mess. Now I'm gonna do a deeper dive on Mary Cosby. I'm new around here, but I really think that's my girl. Comment down below, like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching until the end. Until next time, bye.